most frustrated with the defense right now?
Can't stop the run. I feel like that's just directly on me, honestly. Put a lot of pressure on myself, and I feel like, if you can't stop the run, it's probably my fault, and I take all the blame.
But you're just one of 11 guys out there. Is it just that they're running at you and you can't stop it? Because I don't think that's really the case.
I mean, whether I'm my 1 and 11th, you always hear the greatest players make other players better around them. And I have a super high expectation for myself. It really stems from my high school years of when we always stopped the run. I was just used to that. And, being a middle piece for that, I expect that to continue, whether it's my fault or not. I think we just got to continue to work that way, and I got to continue to get even that much better.
Is it just missing tackles, not tackling properly?
It's a whole bunch of small stuff that going against a great team with 2 great running backs, it's going to make it that much difference, that much worse. And when you misfit one run against those guys we just played, it's literally a touchdown. You miss a tackle like I did, it's a touchdown. And that's Division I football, and I got to get a lot better.
Look at the past couple of weeks, the defense has started to force a couple more turnovers. What do you think the biggest difference has been?
The biggest difference probably just be when we go out there, keep fighting. I think that's one of our biggest struggles right now is to understand we play in the Big 12, which I believe is the best conference in America. So in order to win the Big 12 every week in, week out, you got to fight every single snap because you never know when you're going to have that ball in your hands and make a huge difference in the game, which we're growing up, we're getting there, but we're definitely not there yet.
Micah, when the run when you just can't stop it on the sideline, how do you keep guys from getting demoralized and that just taking a snowball effect?
You can say you can hoot and holler and do whatever you want to do on the sideline, but you got to do it by example. The whole thing about this game is that even if you do your 1/11th, it might not seem to make a difference. But that's why every play you got to continue to, if the play does go your way, people are like, hey, they'll look up to you as an example, like, all right, he's stopping the run, and maybe it'll spark a fire and eventually stop the run later.
Coach Gibbs had talked about guys being out of position. Is that a combination, maybe not knowing the defense as well as they should, or knowing where they need to be, or just running themselves out of position, window dressing by the other team? What do you chalk that up to?
I think just a lot of it's just experience, being out there. A lot of the guys who play haven't really been on the big stage like that and been calm with it. Playing OU, OU has their history, but they're still a Big 12 team. Got to go out there and do what we've been doing all week in practice. And I think we just got to step up our mentality, because I think our mentality right now is just to, just do your job, but sometimes you just gotta just be aggressive, because you're gonna make mistakes. Football, there's not a single person in football history that has won 100 snaps with no mistakes. I guarantee that, and I don't even know the history. So the best thing to do is just be aggressive and make things happen within your own scheme. Make things happen within your own ability.
That being said, you guys, for as long as this coaching staff has been here, offense and defense, they've been contributing to taking care of football and stopping the penalties, limiting the penalties. Obviously, you can't help protect the football. Your guys' job is to take the football away. But how do you prevent the penalties that are being on the defensive side of the ball?
That's just, it's simple. It's within yourself. I remember my freshman year when I played on special teams, I had 2 false start penalties on my first ever Big 12 punt, snaps. Coach Tobeville screamed at me, don't ever do that again. And it's just within yourself. He can't help me not make a penalty. You just got to know, hey, if you're a D lineman, stay behind the ball until it's snapped. If you're a linebacker, don't jump the snap. It's simple things, and that's really all it is to it. It's just accountability within yourself.
Anything else for Micah? How do you feel the pass coverage has improved over the last 4 games? You guys have had 4 interceptions in the last 4 games. Do you feel like that's at least improving?
Yeah, it's always. We're still getting better, but point blank, doesn't matter what I say up here. We got to stop the run and win games. and that's what we need to work on.
Michael, when you refer to, you know, maybe missing a gap or just mistakes on defense and it's, you know, a touchdown, why do you think it's that drastic? Why is it, you know, just a little mistake, but they're that far out of position that it just leads to a score? I mean, I don't know if every other team around the Big 12 maybe can, you know, maybe they can recover from that better, but why is it that you guys can't, I guess?
I believe the reason is if you're supposed to make the tackle on a play, Coach Gibbs expects you to make the tackle. If you don't, there's really nobody, you know, mathematically to make that tackle. And a lot of that could be made up by a lot of extra efforts. But when you play against great running backs and great teams like Oklahoma, you can't make those mistakes. So we just got to, you know, limit those mistakes and make up for it with effort. That's all there is to it. There's really no magic behind that.
Jay Sean just seems to have a nose for the ball as well as JJ. Is that something you see in practice, or do some guys have it, some guys don't?
Coach Gibbs puts us in very good positions to make plays, and he always says when those plays are, you know, thrown towards you, make them, and they make a lot of them. That's why they got a nose for the ball, because, you know, they're natural playmakers. And like I said, we got to stop the run. We got to stop the run and win games. That's all. I mean, I can't say much more than that because it doesn't matter what I say at this point. We just got to show it.